It's Imaginhrtv today, broadcasting live from Southern California and in celebrating multilingual skills and color code technology to empower our brains to better decode the English language, to be able to read it, and then eventually to be able to write it, and eventually spell it. But in the meantime, let's keep practicing. Sing along. With Katy C. Dejo dunia, desindomne dori derorden. Dere beast of the minority derorden. Dere mandi leren dori derorden. Lerorden. Dejo dunia, desindomne dori derorden. Dere beast of the minority derorden. Dere mandi leren dori derorden. Lerorden. Yep. I'm happy for your happiness.
Yeah. Why not? Where are you from?
Mexico.
Oh,
Mexico. Anyway, I hope you like it, because this is just a practice in the process of becoming multilingual and enabling humanity to promote within the mind and our local and global communities the understanding that it's nothing better than to be aware and welcoming of multilingual skills for the betterment of not just our minds and ourselves, but the betterment of our entire populations. As they come into this world, each new generation can hopefully be empowered to be better, because they will, like they said in history books, as we stand on the shoulders of our predecessors. And so it will be that our next generation and generations will be better equipped to deal with the problems of global warming, financial crisis, pandemic scenarios, government local regulations, and what's hand in hand, education and entertainment as a means to promote better understanding and better collaboration for the sake of survival at any given moment, whether it's on the road, as we travel through airports, as we ride with Lyft, Uber, limo drivers, bus and train conductors. It's important that everyone is aware that there are differences in languages, and based on our linguistic and cultural background, everyone will be different as we mingle among one another. And the reason why this video is being presented is to celebrate quantum language systems through literacysystems.com, which has empowered me, the author, to believe that I need to lead by example, learning different languages. And yes, I use music as the catalyst to help my brain motivate its ability to decode any target language as I am learning it and learning to decode it, to be able to then expand the mission from decoding American English language to other languages, so that finally humanity has an open source and research that everybody can contribute to. And most importantly, we can now help our children and some of our people within our generations or earlier generations before us, who have never really gotten the concept of how English is written one way, spelled another, pronounced another, and now color-coded another. But by color-coding, what we do to the mind is we ease the process of understanding why some letters have to be silent, why certain letters have different pronunciations. The O has by far the most amount of pronunciations with the American English language, where sometimes it's O, sometimes it's silent, sometimes it's A, sometimes it's U, sometimes it's UA, and so on and so forth. Google my name, Imaginhrtv, find the free link to Literacy Systems Formula 1 on my Facebook account, and God may bless America and the rest of the world with this pandemic and post-pandemic scenario, as the numbers have reached over 300,000 people who have died out of COVID-19. And I can say today that over 100,000 people have yet learned somehow through the links in my Facebook account, or the ones that I personally have passed to thousands of people of Formula 1, the free link to learn how to color code, that eventually the numbers in counterfighting the illiteracy pandemic can actually be able to grow exponentially because of what we have at hand in the reach out of social distancing and social media, and sing along, catch me if you can, music and songs that I aim to put out there through social media, YouTube, Instagram, in order that people can feel motivated to come out of this COVID-19 pandemic era of darkness, ignorance, and sadness into a new era of positive thinking, multilingual color-coded acceptance, and just be ready to help us expand this mission from our cell phones to our office computers, home computers, to our minds, and eventually to the rest of the world. Find Formula 1 of Literacy Systems 2013 edition on my Facebook account. Google Imaginhr, IMAGINHR, and share the name, and share the mission, and share the book, and God bless the world.